Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Lagos Transportation Agenda. My name is Austin Inyan. As you know, this is the program in which we highlight current events, explore topical issues, as well as showcase emerging trends in the multi-dimensional world of transportation. They say that in London, the favorite topic of conversation is the weather. But here in Lagos, the favorite topic of conversation is traffic. How to beat it, how to navigate it in a timely and effective manner, or failing all that, how to avoid it altogether. Since it began full operations in May 2013 under the administration of Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola, the Lagos Traffic Radio, which broadcasts on 96.1 FM, has been giving Lagosians constant and real-time information on how to use just that. That is, navigate traffic, beat traffic, or avoid traffic.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
Over the years, itself navigated a number of challenges under a succession of general managers. On the show today, we shall hear from 2 former general managers of the Lagos Traffic Radio, in the persons of Mr. Olayinka Adagu and Mr. Israel Ogunlade, on the evolution of the Lagos Traffic Radio, the challenges it has surmounted, the opportunities it has exploited and maximized, and why you, as a motorist in Lagos, should make it your constant companion as you navigate the highs and lows of this dynamic megacity called Lagos.
I served at the Lagos Traffic Radio as the first head of the station, and I was designated the station director. The initial challenge then was that nobody knew where we were going. You know, it was a very, I would say, an alien concept in Nigeria. They according to the governor then said, they went to a state in America and they saw the operation of such radio there, and they decided to implement it here in Nigeria. So the initial problem was, like I said, we didn't know where we were going. It's like a blinded person to walk on the street. And by the grace of God, we walked blindfolded and we made our way through. Because at the end of the day, concepts, ideas started running in, because then nobody was a monopoly of knowledge. I gave everybody the opportunity, even the person that was cleaning for us had the opportunity to contribute. So we contributed and we fashioned out how to make it run. And we overcame that problem of an ability to know the future. We got it right by the grace of God. I've been out of Lagos for about 8 years. But notwithstanding, I was monitoring the performance of the station, because my mind was always there until about 5 years ago. I was still monitoring. I learned that the problems are still there. But what I feel we can do to make it go, the issue of traffic jam, well, it has reduced tremendously, but because of the increase of vehicles in Lagos, it looks as if it has not reduced. But in actual fact, it has reduced. And I think if the cameras for monitoring vehicles are functioning well, then it should be good enough to direct the traffic. Because what we did in our time, we didn't have the cameras there. We had the LASMA guys to join us, and we placed those we selected at strategic points. Then we were using the very small, tiny phone. We say this route has this problem, this route has this problem, and we made it clear on air where an area needs attention, needs support. It was given. So that was how we were able to clear it. And maybe one thing I observed those times that I came back to Lagos could be the activities of the LASMA guys are not like in those days. You know, in our days, they were very, very effective, very, very coordinating. And we extended it to the road safety guys that we monitored from Lagos, even up to Ibadan, that once there is no backlog or any of these outlets, the road was free. And I think they should still continue to do it, make it more effective. Well, the biggest synergy then, which I still think now, came from LASMA. You know, we were using LASMA as our reporters. We didn't have in-house reporters that we can place in strategic places all over Lagos. But the LASMA guys were willing, and the management then cooperated with us very, very well. And in fact, we worked together as if we were in one establishment. That made it very, very easy and pleasant. And I think it should still be encouraged. From the government itself, the governor then was particular about traffic radio, because when you didn't imagine, the man will come around and say, what's the position, what's going on? Sir, we are doing this, we are doing this. It will tell you, we can do this, we can do that, as additions. And you will see his own personal commitment on the road, where there were challenges, not minding governorship thing. He will get down and try to sort it out. So he helped tremendously. And those organizations and those ministries where we needed to get some things, they were made available on time, and they cooperated with us very well. Thank God the thing flew. We didn't allow it to get into us too. We gave a response by thanking them, even on air. There's Governor Babatunde Fashola. There's Governor Fashola. At a point in time, it came up as if Lagosians were getting wiser in the use of traffic. When you need to wait for that person, not minding where you are or how it was, so that the lanes can be free. They started exercising that. But nowadays, I can still see that congestions are coming back, and I hope that it will get better.
I'm Layinka Adagun, the first general manager of Lagos Traffic Radio. When we started the station in 2012, actually, the initial challenges we faced were not unexpected. First, the operators were not sure of what should be their role. We were aware of the objectives of the station and why the government was spending that much, and we appreciated the traffic problems in Lagos at that time. But because it was a novelty, contributing to the traffic flow in Lagos using radio. So that was the challenge. First, it was going to be a radio station without its own reporters. But given the vast coverage of our station, we were still lost on what to do. We were still lost about it until I was asked to train about 150 last mile officials in the art of the basic radio reporting. And that's when I knew they were going to feed us from the field. Even the last mile officials, the initial set of last mile officials, including their present GM, did not know what was going to be their role. They were under the impression that they were going to be moved from last mile to traffic radio, to office work. So then I told them, no, you are going to be the foot soldiers, giving us reports intermittently from the field and from your various bits. That earned them our confidence, and they all opened up for me when we were training them. And we trained them what not to say on radio, how it is talking on radio. And we had a very good start with them. We even had more than enough reports. But one thing I just told my people that anytime they come in, let them go on here. And then I must say that we never got any embarrassing reports from them, and there was no time they went unprofessional in their reportage. I want to say that, in fact, those who took over from me went further. You know, technology is changing, and we have all become subservient to technology. So they have adapted a lot of technological platforms to expand the scope of coverage. And I think that's impressive. And I must say that the Lagos State government itself has not been found wanting in meeting the needs of the station. The impact of traffic radio, I must say, has been a subject of many essays, theses, and so on by students of engineering and transport management. And even before it went on air fully, on May 29, 2013, when it was just test running, we left many people wondering, what station is this? Because we deliberately wanted to hold their audience by playing vintage and then evergreen music on the station before it was formally commissioned by Governor Raji Fashola on the 29th of May 2013. And immediately thereafter, we went straight. It's like, just keep running while we hit gun. We try to make things work because we told ourselves the initial workforce were drawn from Radio Lagos. And we told ourselves at our first meeting that we will not allow what had happened in Radio Lagos to happen here. That we're not going to have those operational challenges. And we were committed. And I think, well, we worked a lot. We suddenly made that radio interesting to commuters. So much that some of them will tell us that they were not leaving home until they had a report about the area, about the traffic situation before leaving home. And that is enough impact. It was meeting the objective of the government. I said it was a new idea. It was a novelty. So everybody wanted to be identified with this. So many people wanted to come and sponsor the program. We now had to tell them, sorry, that is not our focus. But among parastatals and agencies, besides LASMA, which was our more like our technical partners, then we had support from other related government agencies, and we became their choice when they wanted to make any particular announcement. And then it worked well for us. We had a very good rapport with them, particularly with the Transportation Ministry and some others too. Motorists and road users in Lagos, and indeed in Nigeria generally, there's always one thing we don't learn about road. We don't have that patience. They require patience on the road. And the most difficult thing to control now is lane discipline. Our people need to have lane discipline. Don't forget, it's better to arrive safe and sound than arrive late or wounded. Maybe if we learn to know that we don't have to be too unnecessarily aggressive on the road. Let's put road rage out of our mind when we're going out in the morning, and remember that the other person has the right to be on the road too. Take care of the other road user, be patient, maintain lane discipline, and there will be a lot of free flow of traffic in Lagos.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road interventions to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
Akété ilé ọgbọ́n, Èkó akété ilé ọgbọ́n, arọ́mọdé dẹ́kọ̀ máma já o, Èkó arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́, arọ́mọdé dẹ́kọ̀ máma sá o, Èkó arọ́mísà lẹ́gbẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, is the Lagos Transportation Agenda. We didn't just restrict our showcase of the Lagos Traffic Radio to only Mr. Adagun and Mr. Ogunlade, the former GMs I mentioned earlier, but also we went to the streets to sample opinion of motorists and other consumers of the services of the Lagos Traffic Radio on the impact it has had on their decision making as far as commuting and motoring across Lagos is concerned. Take a listen.
Basically, it's to help me navigate my route better, save time, save cost of fuel and all that, and help me get things done faster. Basically, that's it.
Yes, I listen to traffic radio and it makes the journey easier in Lagos. So I encourage everybody to tune in, especially in the morning while setting out for the business of the day. It helps and it keeps you informed, and it helps you to plan your journey very well, to know where you might likely to meet a traffic, and in order to get to your destination in good time.
That help us to negotiate where traffic be in Lagos. Once we are on it and tell us where traffic there, we can find another way out to sort out and make our journey easy in Lagos. That's the best thing in that traffic light. They help us.
Because most times when I notice the traffic is a bit high or rainy season like that, I just tune to that station to get an update of the road, and it's help.
Thank you, sir.
Very good, because usually once it tells me that there's traffic in a certain area, I avoid that area, and it's quite helpful. Keep the good job going. You're welcome.
So it actually allows you to plan your movement within Lagos. So it's very interesting, and it's very educative and directive as well.
It makes you know the routes to pass. You understand? It makes your moving around Lagos very easy, to know where there's traffic, to know where there's less traffic. It's a nice station. I think the concept and the idea, and the owner is blessed.
And that has been our showcase on the activities and evolution of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM on the Lagos Transportation Agenda. Join me at this time next week for yet another interesting discourse on transportation and traffic management in Lagos. Until then, this is Austin Ian saying, I hope to see you then. Bye-bye and God bless.